this is where I start my morning, and I like looking at all the products just because I need to know what I will use for the day. Usually I have normal to dry skin, but contrary to what people say, your skin actually changes with the way you live, like according to your lifestyle. And I usually base my skincare routine on what I feel my skin is right now. So I just came from traveling and I feel like my skin needs a lot of moisture. My morning routine, funnily, actually starts at night because I love using these sleeping masks, and this one's my favorite just because of the applicator. Like you see, so you put it around your eyes and you massage until you fall asleep. I also really like using the Laneige lip sleeping mask, and I slather on like a lot of it at night just because when I wake up in the morning my lips are more supple. So I'm gonna put Amore now. I use also their water sleeping mask because when I wake up in the morning, it just feels more hydrated. I usually don't cleanse in the morning because I feel like it dries out your skin so much, but when I feel like I need to, I use cream-based cleansers. So my favorite would be from Aurelia. It's a probiotic skincare and it's all natural. I also really like this one from Pixi. It's a rose cream cleanser and it just doesn't dry out your skin. What I like to do is, I'm a believer of essence and I love a lot of like Korean beauty products. One thing that when I went there recently and I came across this is Amore Pacific and it's the vintage single extract essence, and I love it because it's 100% fermented green tea leaves. So I put this on. I haven't really put anything on my skin right now, and I put this on, and the reason why I love it is because it has antibacterial properties and antioxidant properties, and just really having this essence, when you put this before your other skincare products, it helps absorb all of the other products that come after. So I love it. I love the smell, and I love that it's 100% fermented green tea only. Like, the less ingredients, the better. Moving on, right now, if you can see, I'm breaking out a bit, so I need to have something soothing for my skin. A little bit of redness in here and on the side of my nose. So I like using the Cicapair Serum. Again, it's a K-beauty product, and I like putting it on because after a while, you see that the redness really fades. So after my essence, I put on my serum. There you go. And I love this serum because it doesn't really become too oily and it just really absorbs right away. I put a lot on where the red skin is, like where the red patches are. The thing with putting on like skincare though is you wait for your skin to absorb. So just really take your time on putting the skincare. The serum is so good. Put some on my neck as well. Sometimes I put too much and I'm like, okay, my neck deserves this. I feel like the serum and the essence gave me the hydration that I needed, so I'm not going to go into a moisturizer right now, but I can talk about my favorite ones. So I love the ones from like Drunk Elephant, the Protini. It's really nice, the texture. For a more hydrating feel though, of course, there's La Mer, and I use that usually at night and when I travel. I also really love this new thing. So I came from LA and I was in the Violet Grey store, and this is, she sold this to me so well. This is Augustinus Peler. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. And just Google it about what it does, but it's so nice, so luxuriously feeling as well. Like, I just love this pump, how hygienic it is. And the packaging. Packaging really sells me a lot. Okay, what else do I want to talk a bit more about my skin care products, just because I'm waiting for the serum to dry and just to be absorbed. So I like, what else do I like? I like the Peler Thomas Roth for the water drench, like hyaluronic acid. when your skin's super dry, this works wonders. Like, it's amazing. If you see, my skincare is actually, it's arranged according to the needs. So this is all of my cleansing stuff. This is all of my cleansing stuff, all of my essence and toners. In here would be my serums and then my moisturizers. I have so much sunblock just because I'm such a believer that sunblock is different for wherever you go. So it's different for the beach, for when you travel, for when your skin's dry, or even when your skin's steady. I have a lot of vitamin C drops as well. I also really love retinol. Like, I feel like it's the one scientifically proven product that really helps with your wrinkles. So I love this one from Sunny Riley. So when we were talking about retinol, I also really love this retinol for the eyes. It's by Roth or ROC. I love it just because the eyes are so much more sensitive and you need a different kind of formula for the eye cream. I feel like my serum's already really absorbed by my skin. It's time to go on to sunscreen before I go to makeup. Thing is with me, I never leave the house without sunscreen. I feel like I listen to my mom so well. She's like, never leave the house without sunscreen. And really, the sun, it's not because I don't want to get tan. It's more of I want to not have wrinkles. And I feel like the sun and the UVA, UVB, even like the normal lights in the office, I feel like it really creates damage to our skin. For now, what I'm going to do is, since we're in the city, I'm going to use the Supergoop City Sunscreen Serum. And I love it so much because it says here that it has antioxidant protection just for the pollution in the city. Okay, so I put a generous amount and I don't get scared of being a bit oily because I can always just powder it after. And the one thing people forget to put is that they forget to put sunscreen on their necks. Just make sure to put it, just because your neck's also very sensitive, like the skin here is very sensitive and you need to protect it. I love the texture of this, like it's so hydrating for me. It might not be for every skin type, but just right now that I have dry skin, I'm really, really loving it. And the thing with sunscreen though is after you put it, wait again for it to be fully absorbed by your skin. Like, don't put makeup or foundation right away, like let it set. You really have to love skincare to do all of these steps. I'm done with my skincare. We're gonna head over there to do my makeup. So now we're gonna do my makeup, but before that I forgot to say, I super believe in rolling. That's what you call it. And I love that it just really takes out the bloatness away from your face. So before I do my makeup, I do use this roller a lot. Like, especially coming from a travel and you feel like your face is so bloated the next day, this super helps. Okay, so I start my makeup with putting on like concealer or like foundation if I feel like I need more coverage on my face. So I like this one from Becca, Skin Love, and for everyone out there, just for reference, I'm an olive. So put in a bit. I don't really put a lot because the coverage is really good. And then I use a beauty blender so I can just blend right away. I only usually put on like where I feel my skin needs more coverage. Usually I do my makeup in the car because like office makeup's really fast. Right. I like to go on the sides of my nose just because I get red here a lot and a lot of veins are seen. I like my look to be more dewy, and so that's the reason why I love Becca. It doesn't really mattify your skin so much, and it's great for people with dry skin like mine. I like to go slowly with foundation. Like, I'd rather build slowly than put too much and try to erase it. I have some freckles in here and I actually like showing them, so I don't put too much coverage in those areas. And so just for those days that you need to conceal some more, I learned from a makeup artist friend that you're supposed to put eye primer before putting on concealer so that the concealer stays on the whole day. So I like this one from Nars. It's a smudge-proof eyeshadow base. And then I put it on where the redness is. And then a bit of it. So that sets the primer for my concealer. And so my favorite concealers would be from Nars, and I usually have 2 shades just because sometimes when I'm more tan I feel like I go in shade darker, and then on my usual days I go in this other shade. So right now I'm gonna use macadamia. So I usually start with my eye bags. Dab on just a bit, and I like to use my hands for this so that it's like spread better and blend it better. Just be very careful when you're touching your lower eyes, just because it's so delicate and sensitive. And if I feel like there's more redness in here at the concealer, but right now I'm okay. After this, I usually put on my lipstick or like any other lip product, just because there's so much color in it and I need to see what the color looks like on my face before I go on to putting other colors. So this is my favorite, like my new, and it's the lip dip, and it's in Peachy Kinda, which is so nice for the day. And I have such dry skin. I love this because it doesn't dry out my skin even further. It has that blurring effect, which I really love as well. Now onto my cheeks. Just for a bit of color, I like peach. Let's go with a peachy lip. And I like to use the Beauty Blender again, just to apply this. And then I like to set with a bit of powder so that I'm not too oily in the places where I don't have to be oily. I love this one from Hourglass. And so, just really a tiny bit. You don't need too much. And I put it under my chin so that it sets the foundation there. And then here to cover up. And then also on the sides of my nose. Sometimes when I want to have more fun, I do put color or eyeshadow on my eyes, and this is the palette that I super love. Just because it's so neutral and just it's all so nice and all the colors are so wearable. But now I'm gonna go with just plain ice. Also, I usually do my eyebrows with, of course, our gel in ash brown and our pencil in ash brown. But right now, since I don't have like you can't see my eyebrows, it's fine. Like I don't have to. Just great. Saves me so much time. I also really like setting the makeup with a setting spray. This new one I've been wanting to get was from Glow Recipe, and it's this ultra fine mist, and it's a Watermelon Glow ultra fine mist. I'm gonna show you just how nice it is. Like, look at that. That's really amazing. I use this just for fun. Like when I want to be happy, I'm like, okay. It smells so good, and it's so refreshing as well. I actually have this with me in the car and in the office, just because when I want to have like that hydration again, I just put this so I don't have to touch my face. Basically, that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my makeup routine. Let me know what you think about it by commenting below. For more celebrity beauty, head to StarStyle PH or follow the links below.